Okay. So one of them is marketing principles of selling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking that next fall. Marketing, entrepreneurial marketing. So let's say you're
Mm-hmm.
starting with a new company, and so it's entrepreneurial marketing, principles of selling, marketing analytics for marketing decisions,
Okay.
and then marketing, Salesforce management.
Okay,
And
great.
then another course, consumer analytics. So I look at consumer data. I can put it into R. I can get some, results from that and make decisions based off that. I've taken, the basic business courses. I've taken
Mm-hmm.
principles of operational management. So operation
Okay.
management, basically inventory. I've taken problems in corporate finance and basic finance. I've taken business, government, and society, um,
Mm-hmm.
so which is a management course. I've taken marketing. This is multicultural marketing and business development.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we were consulting for a business, and we helped
Mm-hmm.
grow their business and what to do for marketing. I also know that it's very important for business people to have basically tech related knowledge, and
Yeah.
everyone that's in business is moving towards the direction of technology. So I've taken
Yeah.
a course called Intellectual Foundations of Informatics. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, so basically, let's just start off with that. And then, I have taken two statistics courses for and accounting. I've taken Introduction to Entrepreneurship. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
I have so far. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's great. And I think that your course is related to, some analysis part and statistical knowledge could be really useful towards the strategy consulting position at it. This really requires some experience with data collection and analysis and primary and secondary research. So yeah, that could be used there.
Yeah. And I think for my strength, it probably is more like analytics and strategy, or not, sorry, not
Yeah.
analytics, like more strategy and like analyzing,
Mm-hmm.
qualitative or quantitative things.
Mm-hmm.
It's less like technology. I don't know SQL, and it's less like artistic, like Tableau, but I've done like some case competitions, and I think my my selling point is like strategy. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, that's perfect. Okay, so shall we start discussing your professional experience then?
yeah,
Okay, great. So you are currently working as an insurance account representative at State Farm. So
yeah,
here, first of all, I would like to know is that what are your day-to-day responsibilities and what is your position all about? What do you do?
yeah. Okay, so I asked my boss, and for me right now, it's called customer relations representative. Um, so not account
Mhm.
insurance account yet. Um,
Okay.
so every day I go in, I leads that we have. I basically look at their previous history, and then I try to call them out, make sure I'm getting the information that I need in order to make the best plan,
Mhm.
and basically the best plan, the best bang for the buck, and also the best coverage. So I'm really just trying to sell this product. But every customer that I'm, interacting with, I look at what they previously had before, what their needs are, how many people are in their family, whether they have kids or not, and basically come up with the
Mhm.
best insurance plan for them.
Okay. And so, do you have any particular customer data in place through which you are reaching out to people, or you have to conduct some cold calling on your own as well?
Yeah, so most of it is based on call-ins and also Salesforce. We have the Salesforce management system. It's called CRM, which is Customer Relationship Management, and then we also use another system called Enterprise. customer relationship management. So basically, it just
Mhm.
manages all the customers, all the data of the customers, and basically, I mean, every day I'm doing 10 cold calls, which is not a lot, but
Mhm.
that's I look, at the information that we have, look at the opportunities, which ones I haven't reached out to, which one seems like a good, probable chance that I could probably quote, and land that
Mhm.
sale. And so I think it's all like a funnel, and that's what it is, being consistent, looking at who is a hot lead, warm lead, cold lead, and following up with the
Yeah.
leads that I have right now. And so a lot of the times, yeah, mostly I use the Salesforce. So it's part of Salesforce. It's by
Uh-huh.
the company called Customer Relationship Management. And then basically, I mean, we're not trying to copy from my previous resume, but over there I wrote acquired customers by generating leads,
Mhm.
tracking these leads, and analyzing what they currently have to create um, the best fit product for that customer and their current circumstances.
Okay, okay, that sounds great. And so, since you conduct some cold calling as well, and you have some CRMs in well as in place as well. But other than that, have you been able to increase the client base in some way, like through generating referrals or onboarding new clients, or you are relying currently on the existing database that you already have to reach out to people?
Yeah, I understand. So, um, basically, all the so I had to take this course. It was a
Mhm.
very expensive and difficult course in insurance,
Mhm.
in like property insurance, which is like your home, and etc., and casualty, which is if someone gets hurt. So
Mhm.
basically, I've had extensive training in property, in like home insurance, casualty, which is like car insurance, bank, so I can give people vehicle loans. I can do credit cards and things like that. And then now I'm currently in the process of getting my license to sell life insurance. So we probably want to add
Mhm.
that on there as well. So those,
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty difficult courses, and I've been in school for a long time, and I have not been pushed to those type of little details and nuances before. So there's that piece. And then the second piece is I all the customers that I've landed. So, I had to go through training for the first month,
Mhm.
and I learned a lot. And so right after I started this month, I would say around August 1st is when I first started calling out to customers and making those deals. And so far, all the customers that I've landed, they are new customers. They are so in our ECRM system, we have three
Mhm.
categorizations: existing customer, um, existing business, new business, or like win back, which is they left their business and they came back. But everyone that the households, I don't even remember how many that I've landed deals with, they are all new
Mhm.
customers, which means I called out to them, and um, and that's how I obtain those customers. I have to say that I truly, I mean, I don't have a sales certificate, and my school offers that. I wish I jumped on board with that sooner, but I truly think that I'm very good at the selling piece. I so far this month, I have landed more sales, and I think around $5,000 in more sales than
Uh-huh.
the two other people working there, in the same position, and one person's been there for 5 years, and the other person's been there for 3 years. So I think the way that I talk to people, and it's insurance. It's not the most exciting thing. Like no one really cares
Yeah,
about
exactly.
unless
Yeah.
something happens. And so I talk to them in a way where it really clicks with them, it really
Mhm.
resonates with them, and in a way where I'm recommending something and they buy it because they trust me, and I'm trying to give them the best deal possible. So there's
Yeah.
that. And then so my quarterly annual targets, um, I mean, they're just like numbers, so I don't think they really make sense on the resume. But I,
Mhm.
I mean, from my previous job, we can talk about that later. I've like almost always made my sales goals. This month, I am
Uh-huh.
super on track to make my sales goals, even though it's the first month that I've like started working and doing
Uh-huh.
insurance.
Okay.
And so I've been better at it than the other people working there, surprisingly. And then another
Mhm.
thing is, I speak Chinese. and so I speak 3 languages. I don't know if this is, important thing to put on there, but in this
Mhm.
Bellevue area, the other people, they speak other languages, but because of my language skills, I know 4 different languages. I'm able to
Mhm.
converse with clients in all of them, and that's how I land those deals faster, by making that connection with them and being able to communicate with them, because a lot of them, some of them, don't speak English as fluently.
Okay, that's amazing. And so, I would like to know that what is actually your quota that you have to achieve,
Oh,
and if you are overachieving that.
sorry, the line is like cutting out. Can you hear me clearer now?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay, okay, perfect. It just cut out that all of a sudden.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry about that. So I was asking that, what is actually the target or the quota that you have in place, and are you overachieving it in some way?
I don't have the exact numbers with me, um, but I would say, let's just say, I mean, I am overachieving it. My boss is very surprised that I'm like exceeding my sales goals, but I don't. I think they're
Mm-hmm.
pretty flexible per month, because there's, different people working there, and so I would. Hmm, for now, I mean, she told me to do 5 applications every week. I've been doing like
Uh-huh.
10, frankly.
Okay.
And yeah, so far, like, on paper, I have 0 sales goals, because she doesn't expect that I can, do much right now. But realistically, what she wanted me to do was around 5 applications per week, and right now I'm doing like around 10.
Okay, so I think by this logic, we can at least say that you are overachieving, or but you are actually doubling the target that you have in place. Because even if these are applications, 5 are required, but you are doing 10, so you are basically doing 100% more than what was required from you.
Okay, okay, let's put that.
Yeah.
But also, like, if they call my boss,
Mhm.
I mean, that kind of stuff could change over time. It's only been a
Mhm.
month. I mean, I've been there for like a while, since the beginning, when I started working there. But as for the selling piece, um, I mean, I don't think it's beginner's luck, but but
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, okay. Okay, that's great. And so, okay, so you reach out to people, and you have to make sure that they are eligible for the sort of insurance that you're going to pitch them. So, do you also conduct some background checks for them? Because
Yeah.
that's really important sometimes.
I think this is also very related to consulting, in that,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
I establish contact with the customer, and then I provide excellent customer service to their inquiries. I analyze, the insurance that they have right now. I look at their previous, insurance history, and
Mhm.
from that, in this situation, whether you have kids or not, let's say that you have a 16-year-old son who's driving, like, obviously you have different needs than if you're 50 and you have a pretty relatively stable driving history. So all of that, I analyze their background, their current insurance, and then I sell them, and I try to give them a better price and a better quote. I sometimes, most of the time, pivot, which in my office it's called suggesting additions or changes. So I wouldn't call it upselling, because I don't believe. I mean, in sales, you can see it in 2 ways. You can see it as you're upselling someone, and just
Mhm.
trying to sell the product, or you are genuinely trying to give them, the best product that you truly believe in. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm pivoting to suggest these additional changes and how they can better their insurance. Generally, I quote them, or I sell higher than, I give them a better bang for the buck, even if it means I'm giving it to them at a higher price than their current insurance. And that,
Uh-huh.
I think, the most important thing is I explain, the value of the policies
Yeah.
to the client. And I truly believe in it, because I have insurance there too. And if anything happens, you never know what will happen, and it's just
Yeah.
better to be safe than sorry.
Okay. Okay, that's amazing. And so, okay, so there must be some, obviously some regulatory standards in place as well, and you have to comply with them in order to move forward. So, yeah, so compliance is also there.
Yeah, there's definitely compliance. I I kid you not, 30% of what I'm learning is compliance. It's about laws such as, um, such as money laundering and how to look out for
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
Especially since we have a bank and things like that. So,
yeah. Okay, okay,
yeah.
great.
Yeah, what's like the main two things is money laundering,
Uh-huh.
and consumer reports. So what you do with consumer, I mean, this is their credit report. So you have to, I mean, is compliance around that as well. And then also um, compliance as well as within the insurance industry, like honesty, fraud, misrepresentation, and things like that.
Okay, okay, great. Okay, and then, so yeah, so one thing is that, you try your best to provide, most out of what the customer is paying for, because you are providing them more value by suggesting them better offers. But what, other than that, what are your other customer service techniques that help you with keeping a better relationship with the client? Like, is it a follow up or reaching out to them, or what else do you use?
Yeah, I would say first and foremost, building that personal connection with the customers, and being that person that's really their advocate. Second of all, following up with the customers, and truly understanding their needs. So asking the questions.
Okay.
And then yeah, a lot of our book of business, I mean, if you look at insurance agencies, maybe you don't think, they make a lot of money, or you think, they're the ones that are always reaching out to customers and bugging customers, but actually our agency is doing really well. My
Nice.
boss is amazing, and we generate a lot of referrals just from internal customers. So, I help in that as well.
Okay, okay, that's great, because it's such a tricky business that it's. I think people, like even me, I would always prefer to ask someone that if they are familiar with some good insurance companies or agencies that could help, because it's not something easy to understand as well, and you just want to make sure that you are investing in a sound and safe place.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I mean, State Farm is really like a one stop shop. We have insurance, like
Hmm.
home, car insurance. We have life insurance. We have a bank. You can put your money in here for a money savings account, grow your account through interest. I did study a
Hmm.
little bit of finance, so I do understand the market money aspect of it, where you can grow and accumulate interest as well, things like that. So
Okay, okay, perfect. So,
yeah,
once you pitch out the ideal, in order to pitch out the ideal solution to the customer or the ideal insurance, you also have to analyze their needs as well. That, okay,
yeah.
given your needs, this could be the better option for you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And, I'm not afraid to tell customers like your insurance sucks and you are paying way too much and getting way too little coverage, and that's not safe. I'm not afraid to tell customers that, and I think being able to tell that customers being able to tell customers that, you have to establish that trust first. So that they understand what you're saying is legitimate and that you really care for them. So
Okay, okay, great. And so, have you done anything in this particular role in terms of marketing?
um I would say not too much at all for this role. It's mainly sales and like account related. So let's say like in
Mhm.
consulting, if I have to own a client, like I can do that. So it's mainly sales and owning accounts.
Mhm.
The piece that we don't market, I don't do, is the marketing. Our agency, she sends out direct mails. We also have internet referrals, and State Farm. There's corporate rules for marketing, and also we have like every 45, we have 49 5-star reviews on Google and one like 4-star review on Google.
Hmm.
So our Google kind of like speaks for itself, and a lot of it just comes from organic traction.
Okay. But you don't have really any direct role in, assessing all those metrics that are related to marketing to analyze how the company is doing or what is their performance related to marketing.
Yeah, not too much. I mean, I have a system. It's called Racing Snail. Um,
Mhm.
and basically it just assess my sales in relation to people at my office and our sales goals and reaching our sales goals by the month. So far
Mhm.
this month we're doing super well. So
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, and
yeah.
then yeah, so what are some of your sales strategies? I would ask that, that you actually convince people into, purchasing the service from you. So one thing could be having a good knowledge about the all the insurances that you have yourself. Because if you don't have the right knowledge, it will be difficult to pitch it to someone else as well. So I think that's the key, having the right product knowledge to offer it to customers.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of things.
Mhm.
One, having the sales knowledge and fully understanding the product.
Yeah.
So the product knowledge. The second is the
Mhm.
market knowledge. I know the other insurance companies like American Family, Liberty Mutual, Geico. I know how they operate. I know that I personally don't like Geico and that American Family is way higher than what State Farm
Mhm.
charges, and that's typically the trend with what I've seen and how I've gone those acquired those customers. And
Mhm.
so I just send my office like, hey, tip, American Family, blah blah blah, and you should target these. So it's a good selling point. So one, sales knowledge, sales/product knowledge. Two, market knowledge. Three is company knowledge. I know that State Farm is the number one auto and home insurance company since like the
Mhm.
1960s and 70s. And I know that we have a really good reputation and that we especially when it comes to claims and those processes that we have in place that other insurance companies just simply lack or are not prioritizing. So there's that. Number four, customer knowledge. Know the customers, and then I would add the little. I would also say like the metrics because I kind of know
Mhm.
the statistics. Like one every 3 years